Hi there, this is Monday's video, day 1 of week 18 of 52 weeks of vlogging and vlogging in pajamas! I'm going to be going video camera shopping this week, and apart from getting a bunch of advice from a friend who knows a lot about video cameras and lenses and all those other things that I basically know nothing about, I have been getting advice from the interwebs because I want something that's ethically made, and unfortunately, I can't find anything that's ethically made. We're going to be getting into what's ethically made and what's not ethically made and the pros and cons of both another time, so hold that thought. So I'm going to do the second best thing and go to a secondhand store, which has benefits other than the fact that the camera will have already been used by somebody and therefore I won't be fueling the non-ethically made electronics industry with my purchase. And that benefit is that it will be cheaper. I talked a while ago in the comments to one of my videos about needing a new camera and how I couldn't really quite afford a new camera, and so maybe I should crowdsource one. And yet I can't bring myself to crowdfund something like a video camera because, well, this is why. Moochers. I said it! Moochers. Moochers are why. Now, I want to be really clear here. I don't think that everybody who crowdfunds is a moocher at all. In fact, I think crowdfunding initially began as a really great idea, as a very non-moochy idea. Because when sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo began, they were for people who were producing something. They were going to make a TV series or a movie or a book. They were going to make something, but in order to make that something, they needed a certain amount of capital to buy materials, like, for example, a video camera or to pay for the printing of so many copies of the book. And in order to raise that capital, they went to sites like Kickstarter or Indiegogo and they said, look, this is the thing I'm trying to produce. I need this much capital in order to produce it. Once I've produced it, if you fund me, I'll give you a piece of it. So help me make it happen. And I actually think there's a lot of credibility to funding that way. It means that the people who are interested in your content from the beginning are the ones funding your content. I think this is a way better model than the traditional model where you raise all the capital to get it started yourself, and then once it's done, you hope that enough people want it that you can earn your money back. Primarily because you know from the beginning what kind of interest level there is in your project. If you get enough money to do the project, then you know lots of people are going to be interested in your project and it's worth doing. If you don't get enough money to do your project, then you know maybe you should think about doing a different project for now. Also, it gets people interested and involved from the very beginning. So rather than when the project is all done trying to do a big advertising and drum up marketing and blah blah blah, you already have a bunch of people who have invested something in your project and who are going to be interested in it and who are going to help you spread the word about it. So I want to be really clear. At its heart, Indiegogo and Kickstarter and other crowdfunding sites like them are a really great idea. I was totally into it. I was like, yes, I will help you fund that graphic novel because that graphic novel is a good idea. Yes, I will help you fund that movie because that movie is a great idea and I want to see it made. And then someone posted a link to somebody's crowdfunding page where they were trying to raise money to put a down payment on a house, and I was like, what? Well, that's not what that's for. That's called mooching. And this is where I think crowdsourcing has kind of gone a little bit down the wrong road. Because the thing is, when you're trying to raise money to do a thing, to make a project, to make a something that you're then going to put out there and offer to the world, then it's an exchange. It's even. Someone gives you a little piece of something, you give them what you've made with that little piece of something that they gave you. There's a give and take involved. But when you're just asking for money for a down payment to buy a house so that you can live better in a nicer house, you're not offering anything. You may as well just go sit on a corner with a cup in front of you and ask for handouts. It's very interesting to me that people feel okay going on the internet and asking totally random general strangers from everywhere for money when they wouldn't feel comfortable sitting on a corner with a cup in front of them and begging. This to me is kind of a corollary to people being really rude to other people on the internet. It's like, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing this in person, but I am on the interwebs and nobody can actually see my face, so it's okay. When really the fact is, it's not okay. It's not okay to just say, gee, I want a house that's more than I can afford, so I'm gonna ask the world to give me the money so that I can buy it. No! Work harder at your job, or get a second job, or a third job, or just learn to be happy with the house that you have, because that's better than nothing. I think there is a worth to earning your keep, and there is a worth to doing something that contributes, and by doing that thing that contributes, earning something that you can then use to live your life. And that's why I haven't crowdfunded a new video camera, because even though I feel that I'm making good videos, there just aren't that many people watching my videos right now, and I feel like until there are a lot of people watching my videos, I'm not contributing enough with those videos to warrant asking the general public to give me something back. You have to offer something of value if you want people to give you money. So yeah, the give and get ratio is just not where it needs to be for me to feel comfortable about asking totally random strangers from the outer reaches of the interwebs to give me cash. And those people asking for cash so they can do stuff like buy a new car so that they can get to work or buy a bigger house, like what the F? That's not what crowdfunding's for. Crowdfunding is not for you getting more money so that you can improve your lifestyle. Crowdfunding is for you getting money so that you can create something that you're going to offer the world. Obviously, I'm interested in your thoughts on this. Leave them in the comments. I'll continue this discussion with you guys down there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a few after I've put some clothes on.